So I'm so excited. This is crazy. Monday, August 24th it is, at 2:35 in the morning. I hold the Globe and Mail where we see Andre de Grasse has won third at the World Championships. And this is the most amazing three-fest of all time. I'm so excited. I'm supposed to be delivering these papers right now. I'm coming home and making a movie on this because this is too good to resist. Look at this. He is running, and even this picture that I deliver this paper of is divine. This is the front page of the Globe and Mail, Canada's national newspaper. Look at the photo. I've never seen a photo of these dimensions perfectly glorifying the number 3 in this way. It starts with lane 3 at the top up here. It ends in lane 9 on the bottom down here. And lo and behold, it's lane 3 and lane 9 that tie for third place. Never before in the history of the universe has this level of perfection for the number 3 been so glaring for us in track and field at the World Championships. Andre de Grasse edged to 120. This gets better. The guy who also got third place in lane 3 is Triune God. Do the math on that. It divides by 3. It's straight in the article here. Okay? This is for the glory of God. Andre de Grasse adds to 120. Remember, Grasse equals Jehovah. Every component of his name divides by 3. Chain link bookended with 3s. And so here's Usain Bolt. Here's Justin Gatlin. We talked about Justin Gatlin, chain link to bookend with 3s. Justin and Gatlin both divide by 3. I've solved Usain a million times. But Andre de Grasse is only 20 years old. And he's from Canada. And we got words from God on him at the Pan Am Games. Watch those videos and everything I spoke about his race and all the 3s involved. And I still need to post my live commentary when I was watching it live. But look at his lean. look at how far. It says he practically bent his body 90 degrees in order to touch for a tie at third place. Look at how far he's leaning compared to, like, everyone's kind of running upright here. He's like bent in half to make the 9.92 personal best time that he got. I want to see what the number is that he's wearing on his back. It clearly is a 3-digit number. Oh my, it's the number 309. You've got to be kidding me. 309. That's king for 3. That's a triple of 103. 103 is a 3-digit all-factor 3 number, the 27th prime. 3 times 3 times 3. That's the number that I see on his back. How divine. And he's the only one that you can really read the number well because he's bent over so far. He's leaning with such incredible effort to get the best time he possibly can. So there, if you look closely, you can see the number on his back is 309. 309, and he's wearing 9 on his shorts, the lane number tag. 9, 3 times 3. And many tracks, of course, you know. And for a final, like how many tracks? Well, it's become a new thing where they're running the runners up until lane 9 in finals. Formerly, it used to always be lane 1 to 8, but it's for the glory of the Trinity. So look at that, 309. That's the number that he's wearing. He's in lane number 9. He ties for third place with Mr. Runner in lane number 3. Look at, they're dead equal in this photograph. Their chests are in dead equal position. Look at even their feet. Like his foot is, you know, even his foot compared to the line there, his foot compared to the line there, about equal position. But you got to be kidding me. Lane 3 and lane 9 tie for third place. And best of all, it's perfectly photographed in that way to be a color photo on the front page of the national newspaper that I deliver, having received all these 3s from God for months and years up until now. You're staring at the glory of God. I tell you, you're staring at the glory of God to glorify the Triune God as the angels are crying out, holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty. The whole earth is filled with His glory. So Grasse equals Jehovah. He's only 20 years old. That's clearly on track to be the world's fastest man, as this article talks about. Amazingly, key phrases in this article written by this man glorify the Trinity. The sub-quote, the sub-headline says, few rises are actually meteoric. This one is becoming Halley's Comet. Well, Halley's Comet divides by 3. We've talked about that a million times. Just too perfect. This is clinically a perfect photo. This is a photo fit for a perfectionist. Look at this. Like, in your life, have you ever seen a newspaper photo that so screams out the number 3, like, in your life? Lane 3 at the top, lane 9 at the bottom, they tied for third place. And we were prophesying on Andre de Grasse a while ago. His picture is on my wall, the folio, Pan Am Games. No joke. It's like, I bought that Globe and Mail to preach on it. And I'm probably going to buy this one. Pan Am equals Games, folio, every letter divides by 3. And there's Andre de Grasse. So Grasse equals Jehovah, duh divides by 3. And we saw Nike in Canada and all that stuff. And I was led by God to we saw Damian Warner and all this stuff. So, but back to our current story. This is too good. I mean, I am so excited about this. Talk about a gem from the hand of God dropped into the palm of my lap. I just go out there and I pick up these papers to deliver. And this is screaming. Now, my brother Jay tipped me off on this story yesterday. He said, "You know, Andre de Grasse," and the first thing that came out of my mouth for the glory of God, he said, "Andre de Grasse won bronze. Yes, in the World Championships in the 100 meter." And the first thing out of my mouth was, "That's an obvious 3." Because it is an obvious 3. Andre de Grasse. But it's getting even better as I look at the details. Glory to God, I worship thee, Jehovah. That is clinically the most perfect photograph for a 3 lover in the history of the universe. Canada's Andre de Grasse. Literally, it's God lover, the Triune God. Canada's Andre de Grasse, lane 9, ties for 3rd place in the 100 meters at the IAAF World Championships in Beijing. Usain Bolt of Jamaica won gold, and Justin Gatlin of the United States got silver. And I've been preaching on Gatlin for a while, his 3 Fest. So who did he tie with? This is fascinating. He tied with, like as if it wasn't good enough already, he ties with Trayvon Bromell. Trayvon Bromell, okay? What does Trayvon Bromell add to? Because it divides by 3. It's 45, 15, 60, plus 36, 96, 114, plus 3, 117, mathematician, 150, plus 18, 168, God is sovereign. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Trayvon Bromell equals 192. 8 times 888. Both divide by 24 perfectly. Do the math yourself. Trayvon Bromell. Everything up till the final 2 L's is 168. God is sovereign, divides by 24. The 2 L's finish the whole thing with another 24 888. Trayvon Bromell, who got 3rd place, tied with de Grasse, running in lane 3 and lane 9. So lest anyone think that this story is about any one individual, it's all about God, the Trinity. Trayvon Bromell equals 192, which is 8 times 888. Which is, of course, the full birth name of the NBA Finals MVP recipient this year for the Golden State Warriors. Forgive me, his face is in my mind. Man, so many names to remember. And Victor Espinoza, who won the Triple Crown in horse racing for the first time in like a huge number of years. It's like, talk about obvious 3s. 8 times 888, 192, Victor Espinoza. 8 times 24, Trayvon Bromell. What's that guy's name? Steph Curry and his face is in my mind. Mr. 8 times 888 from the Golden State Warriors. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Iguodala. Andre Tyler Iguodala. Iguodala. Mr. Number 9, no less. Well, his full birth name is 192, 8 times 888. Just like the winner of the Triple Crown of horse racing, Victor Espinoza, 8 times 888, just like this man in lane 3 who won 3rd place together with Andre de Grasse, 8 times 888. So, they're really divine. So that, you gotta be kidding me. So Mr. 3 is 8 times 888. Okay, Trayvon Bromell. Andre de Grasse is 120, divides by 24 888 as well. They exactly differ by 72 points at triple of 888s. Oh, now that's perfection. That is good. Everybody say God is good. Everybody say God is perfect. Everybody say God ordained this photo finish for His glory. And everybody now say God ordained me to be speaking about the glory of this photo finish for His triune glory and the glory of God. God has all sorts of players in this story. He ordained the people that took the photo finish. He ordained the runners, the track, the people who published the paper, who decided to put this on the front page, delivered it into the palm of my hands this morning, and now I'm here with the video camera, preaching the glory of God mathematically, as should be done when we see this. And everyone can see this. all over the world. Everyone can do the math. Everyone can understand how God works, and everyone can participate in this exciting treasure hunt and observation worship fest of the living God. Wow, what an awesome Three Fest. I'm thrilled. Now you got to watch the race live. Oh my gosh, what a perfect photo. What a perfect photo. Don't we love numbers? Don't we love perfection? Look at how perfect this photo is. Directly overhead, all the lines are crisply square. They cropped this photo beautifully for the front page of the paper. Mr. 9, Mr. 3. 8 times 888, 120 exactly. Wow. Then you can solve the name of the event in full text. Look at him lean. Boy, he was pushing hard. All the runners are wearing Nike. Nike equals my last name, Kubi39. My goodness. So let's just read a little more here. And I'm certainly purchasing a copy of this paper, and I'm putting this one on my wall. This is the glory of God here. World bronze, that's Canadian sprinter. The title is, of course, Andre de Grasse, because the name is the most important thing. That's how you refer to it. So Andre de Grasse at the top in red letters divides by 3. It's Monday, August 24th. Wow, the 24th, 888, Monday divides by 3. This is too good. Canada's national newspaper divides by 3. World bronze, that's Canadian sprinter on track to be fastest man. He only started sprinting in 2012. That's 3 years ago. The threes in this story are too miraculous. You gotta be kidding me. The guy only started sprinting 3 years ago? In 2012? It's a total God story. And then the Pan Am Games, we preached on that. Halley's Comet divides by 3, as he's talking about this. If you say Mr. de Grasse, that divides by 3, just like Mr. Kubi equals 1, 2, 3. What a finish. So Usain Bolt only won by 0.01 seconds. And de Grasse was 9.92, his career best. And he's only 20 years old. Like, he ran his career best, getting 3rd place. Wow, against Usain Bolt and Justin Gatlin, like the 2 best in the world. And he's only 20. Whew! Man, everyone's just like, what is going on here? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. God is going on, as always. This is my favorite. The 20-year-old Canadian bent his body to nearly 90 degrees at the finish, chinning out a result. And that's evident from this photograph, that he bent harder. Like, those abs are like crushing his head over his knee. Like, just looking at this photo again, it's like he strains to get that chest a few extra inches ahead of the rest of his body so that he was technically 3rd place finish. And officially, you know. Whatever legend Dr. Grasse builds for no one will include that. That's amazing. Well, and he's certainly on his way to Rio, isn't he? And Rio is the most three-stamped Three-Fest of all time, and he's got a full year to develop even higher performance before he gets to Rio. So continued on page 13. My goodness, now I'm going to have to run and deliver these papers to get them on. But this is more important here. So so de Grasse is a star now. He'll be far brighter one come Rio 2016. Absolutely. I mean, he'll be 21. I'm guessing he'll be 21. I don't know when his birthday is, but if he's 21 when he hits Rio, that's a king for 3. That's a sevenfold set of 3s. And I believe we're going to see so many 3s at the Rio Olympics, it's not even funny. I've preached on Rio a million times. Every word divides by 3. Rio de Janeiro. The logo is 3 people in a nice, band at arm. Rio, Christ the Redeemer, Cristo Redentor, the statue is 183. And Usain Bolt is expected to perform a 3-peat in his 3 events. Talk about unprecedented 3s. No kidding. It's the 15th IAAF World Championships. The 15th. The king number for 3. 15. So this is too good. At the National Stadium in Beijing on Sunday. So it was yesterday, Sunday. So many famous things happen on Sundays. Why? Because Sunday adds to 84. Sunday, as in like the sun in the sky, sun equals love. Mr. de Grasse earned a bronze in the events, and he tied. In 2020, so I'm just continuing the story, Mr. de Grasse will be the same age Donovan Bailey was when he won his first Olympic gold. That's 8 years from now. That's crazy. Like, Donovan Bailey won Olympic gold And we're 8 years, like when he was 28. Andre is 20 years old. This is just plain amazing. Wow, I gotta watch Sunday's final now. Donovan Bailey called it the greatest field of sprinters ever. Exactly. It was a shocker to most people that he got bronze, that he got third place at age 20 amidst the field of sprinters at the World Championships of Track and Field. Like, he got third place at age 20. And then this article says he's at least 4 or 5 years from his peak. Of course, peak divides by 3, the word. Exactly. Again, so when we come to Rio, that 100-meter final will also take place on Sunday. And Sunday divides by 3. Is the 15th IAAF World Championship. So if you are what you call a true news reporter, you would be reporting on the threes for the glory of God. Okay? You would be looking for them, and you would be pointing them out. Okay? You would see the world clearly through God's eyes and how it all points to God. That is what you call true news reporting. And so I will have to watch this race for myself and see what else I see in the whole event, and we'll solve the name of the event, IAAF, and we'll solve the Beijing, China, and all that stuff. You can solve it all. So there he is. What is that symbol that he makes with his hand? Peace, we say. Well, peace equals 33. Nike equals 39, my last name QB, Canada 24 AAA. So Canada's 24 AAA, Andre de Grasse divided by 24. And then the guy that he tied for third place with. This photo says it all. This photo says it all. Talk about perfection ordained by Jehovah. Lane 3 ties with lane 9. And both names of them divide by 24 AAA. Glory to God. So I am going to purchase a copy of this paper and keep it with me as a stake in the ground of what God continues to reveal. And so I encourage you to watch this race immediately and see what other threes you find in this story. And see everything as you're supposed to see it through the eyes of all of it, glorifying the Triune God. August 24th, Langley, British Columbia, Canada. Derek Leonard Greiner, QB. This is God News. God News divides by 3. It's seeing the world clearly. It's God's story. So glory to God. That is too awesome. So this is getting uploaded immediately, and there'll be more to preach on this one. Mark my words as we dig deeper and we see even more. But that is too perfect. Thank you, Jehovah. I worship thee. That is too awesome. Yes. It's 2:55 a.m.